Alright, welcome back to Dino World entry number 23, the Gallimimus. Of course, the schedule for today, we're going to be looking at the Ark Survival Gallimimus, tips and tricks for it, and potential add-ons for Ark Survival Level Ascended, and reworking it, the Galli, for my new game, Dino World. Let's get into it. So of course we have the Ark Survival Gallimimus, Kingdom Animalia because it's an animal, group reptilian because dinosaurs are ancestral lizards, and a description is bipedal because it walks on 2 legs and is stable on 2 legs rather than 4. Its traits in Ark, it spawns in groups of 3 to 5, it runs around very fast, and will flock away from carnivores and players alike. So if you get near a Galli, it will most likely run away from you, and if there's a carnivore nearby, you will not find Gallis nearby that much. So the stat block for a Galli is very small because it is a very run-of-the-mill dinosaur, so of course it's going to have very low stats. It has a health of 150, stamina 300, oxygen 150, food and water 1000 each, weight 270, melee 8 damage, and a speed of 8.25 meters per second, making it very fast with a swimming speed of 6 meters per second. It also has a torpor of 420 as well, so very immune to torpor damage. So of course, tips and tricks, it has a triple saddle. Its saddle can hold 2 people plus a rider at once, allowing players to use weapons and tools while riding it. So that makes it so that the rider can ride around on the Galli while the 2 people in the back can use their weapons against any attackers or attacking with their weapons. So it is offensive and defensive. Scouting assist, its quick speed combined with the rider allows it with the rider also being allowed to use weapons as in the version 2.5 update, while riding can be used to scout out areas while either being able to dodge and fend for itself. So it can dodge attacks, and it can also have the rider use a weapon as well. And it also has a base melee damage as well. So having a pack of them with you, riding around with other people, you can basically form a hunting party pretty easily. Giving yourself a pack of raptors or dilos alongside the Galli allows you to basically, you know, just go around scouting out bases to attack. And then finally, pack spawns. It spawns in a pack of 3, allowing you to tame multiple Gallis at once if you need to. So some tricks, it's a warhorse with all 3 riders able to use weapons at once. The Galli can be used as a suitable substitute for a horse, with a rider being able to use its speed to bypass turrets, while their passengers can use their weapons against attacking dinos or attacking structures. It also is a good egg escape. Using a Galli along with a flyer is very useful for stealing eggs, as a Galli can outrun pretty much any dinosaur, and you can switch from the flyer to the Galli if the attacking predator, such as a dragon, is too fast for your flyer to handle. The Galli can outrun any dragon. So it's good to use the flyer to get the egg, fly out of the wyvern trench, tell the flyer to follow you, and then switch the Galli with the egg and outrun whatever predator is coming up on you. So some additional qualities I'd like to see added to Ark Survival Ascended, obviously evasive. I'd like it to be able to dodge incoming fire along with long range attacks when running at full speed. And I'd also like to see its pack spawns increase from 3 to 5 instead of just 3, so that it spawns with more members, and it can form giant packs of up to 10 to 15 members strong, with packs able to combine together to form larger packs. So looking at the Ark Survival Evolved Gallimimus versus the Jurassic World one, obviously the Ark one looks a lot better. It's got head feathers. I really do like the addition of feathers on Ark's dinosaurs. It makes them look more unique than the Jurassic World one. But the Jurassic World one is not terrible either. It just looks a little bit derpy and a little bit weird. But the movie was made in 1993, so I'm not going to say too much. They were just trying to add as many dinos as possible. Looking at ours has the head feathers as well, but ours are a little bit taller and also are a little bit more bird-like. I would say that the Ark one is still the best, but I think we did a pretty good job as well. So in Dino World, we shortened it, of course. In Ark, it's the Gallimimus. We shortened it to the Galli, shortening our names from the long name to the short name. There are 2 types of Gallis: the normal Galli you'll find in the wild, or the tamed dino variant, and the mutated Galli, which is the product of 2 tamed Galli plus a gene computer. So of course it's an animal, Kingdom Animalia, group reptilian, because dinosaurs are lizards. It's class bipedal, and its family is bipedal reptiles that do not fall into the definition of duckbill or theropod, because duckbills and theropods are both bipedal as well, but this is a family for the third party that are neither duckbills nor theropods such as the rexes, and duckbills are like Corythosaurus and Parasaurs. So you got the Abrictosaurus, Pitusotocosaurus, and the Gallimimus. So of course we have stats related to the Dino World versus the Ark stats. As you can see here, I've updated the health to 175, a little bit higher. Stamina is a little bit higher at 350. Weight is a little bit higher at 300 instead of 270. Melee is a little bit higher at 10 instead of 8. And speed is very much higher at 9 meters per second instead of 8 meters per second. And of course, swimming speed the same. Torpor is a little bit higher at 450 instead of 420. And the added stat for Dino World of Fortitude, meaning that it can still be whacked away by a Diplodocus, but it is hard to move. Players cannot move these. So players are not capable of moving these things. So some additional traits I'd like to see that will be added to Dino World: pack spawns. Galli spawn in packs of 3. Packs can combine with other packs with 10 or less members, forming packs with no more than 15 members in the wild. So you can find giant packs of up to 10 to 15 Gallis in the wild, meaning you can mass tame if you need to, but also you can it'll make it more aesthetically pleasing to see a lot more Gallis in the wild. I like to see more dinosaurs in the wild, especially in Dino World, so we're trying to make it so we fill the game with a lot of dinos. Number 2, evasive. It has a passive called evasive by hindsight, which it can dodge incoming attacks that are detected. So let's say it detects a turret aimed at it, it can avoid that turret if it sees the turret before the turret sees it. However, if the turret does have the advantage attacking before the Galli can even see it, then of course it will not be able to dodge it. However, if it can see the turret aiming for it, of course, like not just turrets, but like dragon attacks, snipers, it can dodge long-range attacks that it can detect. And then hindsight. Hindsight, it's passive. It can detect and flees from nearby players and predators in the wild. That's why it always flees away from predators and players, because it detects them, sees them as predators, and runs away. Tame Galli can detect predators even if it is invisible. So of course, even if a player is riding it and obviously doesn't want to flee directly from a predator, a Galli can still detect all predators even if they are unable to be seen or invisible. So very useful to have a Galli as on your hunting party. And of course, ability. Gallis over time will increase their speed while running constantly, such as evolutionary speed. So basically, they'll go from 9 meters per second, keep running 10 meters, 12, 15. Eventually, they'll just keep running super fast until they run out of stamina. So very useful in combat. And finally, we're going to look at Dino World spawns for the main map of Europa. We have blue for guaranteed, green for very likely, yellow for rare, orange rare, red very rare, and purple for dead. So as you can see, we have the greater plains and the jungle island. The greater plains right here and the jungle island down here as very likely to find them. But also we have the central plains in the middle of the greater plains right here, the central plains area, which you are guaranteed to find Gallis no matter what. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like it. Subscribe down below as well. Comment down below. Everyone have a blessed day as always. And of course, as always, toodaloo.